Hello and welcome to the Supporting Independence Policy and Procedure Attendance Points Training video. In this video, you will learn about the new attendance policy, how you lose and regain points, and the disciplinary action process for attendance. Effective January 1st, 2021, we have a new attendance points policy in place. The new attendance policy is points-based. Employees may keep track of their points by checking out the employee portal on the Supporting Independence website, www.si-llcohio.com. The new attendance policy will give employees 12 points over the course of 1 year. Employees will now earn free days that will not be counted against attendance points. This is detailed in a separate policy and procedure video. Depending on what day the employee is calling off, there will be different point values deducted. Points may be earned back. Points are earned back on a rolling calendar basis. Call-offs for more than 1 day will require a medical release. If medical release is given, only 1 point will be deducted, or 2 if it fell on a weekend or holiday. If medical release is not given, employee may not be able to return to work, and each day will result in a point deduction. Timeline of points. Upon hire, employees will receive 1.5 points for their first 60 days. At 60 days of employment, employees will receive 5 more points for a total of 6.5 points. At 180 days of employment, employees will receive 5.5 more points for a total of 12 points. At 1 year, points start to regain automatically. If an employee has lost 3 points over the course of a year, they will begin to regain those points as a year from each call-off or tardy passes. So for example, if you call off on November 3rd, 2020, your point will be given back to you on November 3rd, 2021. Losing points. Calling off and being late are the 2 ways that employees lose points. Being late up to 2 hours will be a deduction of half of a point. Being late 2 or more hours will be a deduction of 1 point because it is counted as a call-off. Calling off on a weekday, Monday through Friday, that is also not a holiday will be a deduction of 1 point. Calling off on a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, or one of the 6 holidays listed below will be a deduction of 2 points. The 6 holidays include New Year's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Regaining points. An employee may regain points by making up shifts. If an employee calls off on a weekend or a holiday, they can regain 1 point by working the next weekend or holiday that they are not already scheduled for. Employees must work the very next unscheduled weekend or holiday in order to regain 1 point. Employees are unable to regain points for weekday call-offs. Disciplinary action. For the first 60 days of employment, employee has 1.5 points in their first 60 days of employment. There will be no warning for point deduction in the first 60 days. Employee will be dismissed at 0 points in their first 60 days. 60 to 180 days of employment. Employee has 6.5 points in their first 180 days of employment. Employee will receive verbal warning when 3 points have been deducted. Employee will receive final warning when 5 points have been deducted. And the employee will be dismissed when 6.5 points have been deducted in their first 180 days. (180 days to 1 year of employment). Employee has 12 points in their first year of employment. Employee will receive verbal warning when 6 points have been deducted. Employee will receive written warning when 8 points have been deducted. Employee will receive final warning when 10 points have been deducted. And employee will be dismissed when 12 points have been deducted at any point in the first year. Time off. Requests off may be turned in by using the employee portal 30 days prior to the time needed off. Requests may still be put in if there is less than 30 days if 30 days notice isn't available, such as for sudden medical procedures, etc. Requests off for more than 1 day will only result in a 1-point deduction if the days are consecutive and for the same reason. Time off for other reasons, such as medical, bereavement, PTO, etc., will only be pointed for 1 day if notice is given and proper proof is submitted. Switching shifts. Switching shifts with another employee will not result in a point deduction. Failing to work the day switched with another employee will result in a point deduction of either 1 or 2 points, depending on the day of the shift. In order for a coverage to be counted as a switch shift, each employee must work a shift for the other. You've reached the end of the attendance points training video. See our other policy videos for more information.